In today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the S&P 500 future as it's realizing some strength today. We are seeing it up on the session, giving up some ground. It was higher. I did trade over 4,200 briefly, currently right around 41.85. Still holding on to a gain and really recovering a little bit from last week's downward momentum throughout the week. Not too pronounced, but when you look at the momentum of the last trading week in April, we did see the S&P 500 futures lower 3 out of the 5 trading sessions, even though they were just holding just off of all-time highs. And so today we did at least initially see some strength, and I think a couple drivers here, some showing up in positions, I think late last week as we closed out the month of April. Now we're seeing some new money coming into the markets today. Initially we did see all the equity index futures markets higher. Then some rotation started to unfold, and nonetheless the S&P 500 futures were still able to hold on to a nice gain today. We're seeing some rotation in and out of, like as I mentioned, some of the other sectors. The tech sector actually under some pressure today, as we're seeing semiconductors under pressure. We're seeing some of the bigger tech names under pressure, Amazon being one of them, and the NASDAQ futures lower on the session. So when you look at the trends in general, overall for today's price action, we did see the Russell futures having a nice session today. The Dow futures as well, they were up about 0.75% today. Now the S&P 500 futures ended up a little bit over 25 basis points today after pushing up closer to 80 basis points at one point. And the NASDAQ futures down about 0.5% today. So this rotation trade that has been in play really over the beginning of 2021, a little bit more pronounced today in today's trading action, as we did see the NASDAQ futures lower and the other major equity index futures higher on the session.